You know that you should be doing this one thing for your health, and you're probably not. Or if you are, you're maybe forgetting about it, not doing it regularly. And it's so simple and easy and will make such a big difference in how you feel, how you perform, how you look. What is it? It's drinking more water. It's that simple. You want to drink a little bit more water. And tonight I'm going to do some things that will help you in a very easy way to incorporate that into your life so you don't have to think about it. So it's on automatic pilot because I know we're all super busy. My name is CJ Johnson and my background is in health and wellness. I have been a teacher and a coach my whole entire life, and now I focus on people who are over the age of 40, like you and me, who want to look their best, feel fit, and age the way they want to. And that's what this show is devoted to. Each and every Tuesday night at 6 p.m., I'm going to be here answering questions, talking about a subject, and tonight we're going to talk about water. So I just want to make sure my tech is working because it's been a bit of a struggle this evening. But hey, that's okay. Life happens, right? So just give me 1 second here. Well, we're still having a struggle, but that's okay. So anyway, by the way, stick around to the end. I have a brand new giveaway for you. It is the 25 tricks to staying fit without feeling overwhelmed. They're things that have helped me to lose and maintain 100-pound weight loss for the last now going on 14 years. I started when I was 38. I am going to be, oh my goodness, I'm going to be 55 this summer. Wanted to get over to my Facebook just in case you have some questions coming in, so give me a second. Why would any of the tech be working tonight? All right, give me a little thumbs up if you're ready to learn how to take care of your body a little bit better and make it super duper simple. Very, very easy. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. How about if we go ahead and we're going to jump right into that. Let's get started. That's me. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I can see that there was something I needed to do with my slides. So give me just a second here. Okay, here we go. Otherwise, you're going to see them so fast that you are never going to understand what they are and why I'm using them. Okay, that's my next one. Here, how about if I go, wow, nothing's going to work for me tonight, right? Is that kind of how this whole thing goes, it looks like. Okay. We're going to try this one more time. And if not, I'm just going to go ahead and I am going to do it without the slides. Or I'm going to do it the long way. There we go. I don't know why the controller is not working. It's not. That's okay. That's me. I know. Crazy. So I've lost this 100 pounds, and what I've learned along the way are some of the things I'm going to share with you. And tonight, I want to talk about the importance of drinking water, because believe me, back then, I did not drink any water whatsoever. So let me go here. All right. So when we get over 40, it is even more important that we drink water. And there's a few reasons. First of all, it lubricates our joints. One of the things that happens to our joints, and I'm sure you're maybe feeling them being a little creakier, a little different than they used to be. I know I am. But our tendons and the fluids in and around the joints aren't as fluid, I guess, as they used to be. And water will definitely help that because it lubricates the joints. The water also helps to protect our brain and our spinal cord. And certainly as we age, I know one of the things that concerns me is mental fitness and making sure that as I get into my 60s, 70s, 80s, and maybe even into my 90s, that I am fit mentally, and then I'm also healthy and I'm walking well. I mean, you see a lot of people who are starting to hunch over and things like that, and I want to live a different life. So water's one of the things that's going to help me to do that. Another thing that's interesting is hypertension, high blood pressure. Most people who have hypertension are also somewhat dehydrated. I found that statistic pretty amazing. So as we age, we can get a little bit more higher blood pressure, and dehydration is going to help that, because when our cells get dehydrated, they send out signals to our body and they start to release some chemicals, and one of those things that it does is it starts to elevate the blood pressure. So making sure that we're staying hydrated is going to help to relieve that. And then also, if we get dehydrated, it just inhibits our performance and our recovery. The older I get, the more I realize that good performance for me depends a lot on my recovery. How well do I sleep? How well do I take care of my body? Plain and simple, I can do a lot of the things that I did when I was 20. I just don't bounce back as quickly. If I want to stay healthy and I want to do that and I want to recover fast, water is definitely one of those keys. So that's why water becomes even more important when we are over the age of 40. So give me a little thumbs up. If you're a water drinker, let me know. If you're not, tell me. I don't drink much water. Okay, so one of the things when I'm talking to people, one of the things they always ask is, what is it that counts as water? Well, let me flip to the next slide. You need, first of all, how much water? Take your body weight, divide it by 3, and that will give you the number of ounces. So that's the number of ounces that you should be drinking per day. So just for easy math, you weigh 180 pounds, divide it by 3, that's 60 ounces. So 60 ounces of water a day. Certainly you can drink more. You definitely hear about some dangers of drinking too much water, but hey, for most of that never comes into play. So think of this number right here, your body weight divided by 3. Think of that as the minimum amount of water that you want to drink each day. Okay, so that's your target. Now, what counts as water? Well, there's a lot of things that counts as waters. Sparkling waters count as water. The one caveat that I would make here is make sure that they don't have additives. You see some sparkling waters that have salt and minerals and those types of things added to the water. My recommendation is stay away from those. Just like everything else, go ahead, read the labels, and make sure that your sparkling water is just carbonated water. When it comes to carbonation, another great way to get it, and I'm going to talk about this in a bit, is a soda stream. But carbonation has been shown, it doesn't impact how we intake water. That's at least what the studies are still showing today. So carbonated water starts as is considered water. Here are some alternatives if you're not a big water drinker. You might try kombucha. Not sure if you've tried that yet. We were talking about it last week. It's a fermented tea. It is also sparkling and bubbly. It definitely has a little bit different taste, perhaps an acquired taste, but maybe give that one a try. Coconut water is really big. That's high on the shelves. And alternative waters like milks, like soy milks, different nut milks. You see cashew milk, soy milk. Soy is not a nut, but it's an alternative. Hazelnut milk, certainly almond milk, any of those definitely count as water. Caffeine is okay. Now I know there's some people that are going to challenge that because the studies used to show, or the assumption from the studies used to show, that when you drank caffeine, it dehydrated you. I got to tell you, science is just not standing behind that claim. So what we're saying is caffeine is okay. Now, if you happen to be tuning in and you're on the Whole Life Challenge with me, which is going on right now, we're a little bit more than halfway done. Caffeine is not okay on the Whole Life Challenge. That's just one of the things that they don't like. But it does count as water. Now, how much caffeine is too much caffeine? That really depends upon your body. Some people tolerate caffeine very well, other people don't. I mean, think of probably your office situation. You can see the people who come in the morning who are just dragging, who need the caffeine to get going. And you can maybe see the people who have done a Starbucks run in the middle of the afternoon. They go from sleepy to hyper energy. So caffeine definitely impacts our bodies in different ways. It does not, however, change the amount. It does count as water, okay, towards liquid going into our body. On a personal note, I stopped drinking coffee at the ski hill in the wintertime, and I started drinking hot water instead because I felt that I was getting a little bit dehydrated, and I felt occasionally that I was getting a headache. So caffeine may bother you. Just keep aware of that one. But it actually counts as water. All right, on to the next one. What doesn't count? Soda. Sorry, soda doesn't count. And if you're drinking diet soda, that especially doesn't count because, the sugar's bad for us on one hand, but the aspartame is even worse for us on the other, okay? So aspartame just sucks. Stay away from it. Stay away from soda. Alcohol does not count. Wine, beer, spirits. Just because the only picture I have on this slide is the wine, that doesn't mean that that one counts. So wine, definitely, that doesn't count as something to drink. So that's an overview of the things to drink that you can and cannot drink that count and don't count as water. Okay. All right. Let me just check and see if we got any comments or questions. Of course, my feed isn't working. One of these days, I'm going to come on a Tuesday night and all my damn technology is going to work. And I am going to absolutely fall over backwards and say yeehaw and enjoy that evening. But in the meantime, if you have a question, I tell you what, you can post it down below. I will make sure that I get to it later. Just because I don't see it doesn't mean that you don't have that you're not going to get your question answered. I'm pretty good about doing that. So let's real quick go through 6 ways that you can get more water into your diet. Anchor it to another habit. When I wanted to get more water into my diet, one of the things I do enjoy is I enjoy a cup of coffee in the morning. I like a warm, hot cup of coffee when I first get up in the morning. But I wanted to get more water. So what I did is I poured a glass of water the same time that I drank a cup of coffee. And I made sure that I finished the water when I finished the coffee. That way, I got the extra glass of water. And it's a wonderful time to drink water because you've been sleeping all night. You're a little bit dehydrated when you first get up in the morning. And it's a great time to give your body some more water. So whether it's a cup of coffee or whatever else it may be, think of something that you do all the time. Perhaps it's your drive to work. You take a bottle of water with you and you drink that bottle of water before you get to work. But something that you're already doing all the time, that's the anchor habit, and then you add the new habit to it, which is the bottle of water. So that's the first thing that you can do. The next thing that you can do to get more water, and this has really worked for me, is buy a soda stream. A soda stream makes the claim that users drink 40% more water than they did previous to having the soda stream. I can tell you that is certainly true for me. I love carbonated water, not so big on regular water out of the tap or out of the fridge. It just kind of sits there and sloshes in my belly, but I love carbonated water. I was spending a ton of money on the store purchased carbonated water, and it wasn't environmentally friendly because here I'm going through bottles or cans each and every day. With the soda stream, this simple reusable cartridge. Their Bed Bath & Beyond has them. Our local Ace Hardware in town has it. And for pennies, I can make bubbling, sparkling water. And this, I'm going to show you. You notice I love pink, right? This is my soda stream bottle. Still have a little bit left in here. Take my little drink. But I go through, this is a 20-ounce bottle. I go through about 5 to 6 of these a day pretty easily. So if you like carbonated water, get a soda stream. Another thing that you can do is if you like regular water, but drinking the 60 ounces is too much, how about adding some flavor to it? Now, often we think of lemons and limes, but we may not always think of blueberries and strawberries and things like that. Those are great things to throw into your water. Kiwi is wonderful. Mint, even a little bit of basil, believe it or not. Basil leaves, fresh mint. And those are things that can really perk up your water and help you to drink just a little bit more. I love this gallon of water. If you can see, so this person is just took an old milk carton, and what she did is she put a time. So down the left-hand side is a time, and she is encouraging herself throughout the day to drink down to those levels of waters by certain times in the day. And I think that's just a great idea. It's a really inexpensive way to make sure that you're getting a lot of water. I think that's very creative. Now, if you'd rather go from the creative side and you're maybe more on the tech side, believe it or not, this is a smart water. And I'm going to put a link down below. I am forgetting the name of this particular gadget, but it links to an app that's on your phone. And there's a sensor inside the water bottle. And as you drink it, your phone keeps track automatically of what you've had to drink during the day. I think the cost on this was about $70, somewhere in that ballpark, but I'll make sure that I put a link down in the show notes below. Kind of a unique way to get some additional water. Now, if you're not a water drinker and you're trying to get more water and you're just having a tough time, another way to do it is to get it through your foods. In fact, it's kind of funny. Cats, they're not big water drinkers. Cats basically get the water they need from their food. And we can get some of the water we need from our food, probably not all of it, especially if you're looking back at the formula, dividing your body weight by 3 and converting that into ounces. But foods that are very high in water are cucumbers, watermelon, grapefruit, zucchini. Those types of fruits and vegetables are extremely high in water, and that counts, and that will go towards your body. So essentially, that's pretty much the short and the sweet of it. How to get more water into your body. Remember, you need to take your body weight, divide by 3. I gave you 6 quick suggestions. You can always go back into the replay, but anchor it to a habit. Try a soda stream. Add some flavor to it. Get a water bottle, either the high-tech kind or the low-tech kind, and if all else fails, eat a little bit more food that's high in water content, like a watermelon. In fact, I started to see some on sale at the store the other day, so go ahead and bring one home with you. So that brings us to the end tonight, and I told you that I had a new free giveaway for you if you stuck around to the end. So here it is. It's the 25 tricks to staying fit without feeling overwhelmed. And these are the best things that have helped me to change my habits and to stay fit and to stay healthier. In fact, I think I'm even healthier at 54 than I was at 53, 52, 51. I just keep getting healthier and healthier and healthier because I keep learning more and more and more. And those are some of the things I'm going to share with you. So go to agewellwithcj.com/25 tricks. And you can get your free copy of that. Now, next Tuesday, I'm going to be right back here one more time. And even though I looked at this, I'm going to forget what it was that I was going to talk about unless I look again. So let me just take a quick peek. And I'm going to tell you, I looked at this beforehand. Oh, yeah, I've been doing a lot of this. I've got a really tweaky sore back. I don't know why I'd be forgetting this. But I want to talk about how to add some stretching and mobility into your life, which is going to make you feel better without impacting the things that you are already doing. So join me back here next Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Pacific time, because together we train smart, live bold, and age well. Have a great night, everybody.